Back in follow-up segment tonight, there's a move in Florida to pass a new statute called Caylee's Law, obviously off the murder of 2-year-old Caylee Anthony. That law would make it a felony for parents and guardians not to report a missing child in a timely manner. We're behind the proposed law, and we'll push it as we did with Jessica's law that provides mandatory sentences for child sexual predators. 44 states have now passed a variation of Jessica's law. Only New Jersey, Illinois, Hawaii, Vermont, Idaho, and Colorado have failed to do so. And you may remember that Florida started Jessica's law because of Jessica Lunsford, who was murdered by a child predator. Joining us now from Orlando, State Rep Scott Plakon, who introduced Caylee's law yesterday. What exactly does the law say, Mr. Plakon?
Well, thanks for having me on tonight, Bill. You know, there's a lot of disagreement about the outcome of this case. But there's one thing that I think everybody would agree with, that it should not be okay in the state of Florida for a parent or guardian to run around for 31 days without reporting what she knew to be either a missing or deceased child to the authorities.
So if somebody did that, it would be if somebody did that, it would be a felony in Florida. So if somebody, you're giving them how long to report a missing child to the police? How long are you giving them?
Well, Representative Diaz and I work very closely, and this is what we came up with under 12 years old, if they're missing for 48 hours, it would require them to report it to authorities. In the case of a deceased child, it would be within 2 hours they're required. So those are the numbers we came up with. It will go through the committee process, so it would be subject to amendment, but we thought that those were reasonable.
Okay, it makes sense, but why 12? Why not 16 or something like that? Why are you giving the teenagers a pass on this?
Well, that's something that could perhaps be looked at in the committee process, but we thought that that was a reasonable starting point. We also added an enhanced penalty just for lying to authorities. If you're the parent, guardian, or caregiver of these children, and you do lie and mislead the law enforcement, that will also become a felony. We saw yesterday where she was charged with 4 misdemeanors. If you are the parent or guardian, those will now become felonies in the state.
And I think that has to happen. I think that Caylee's law has to be passed in Florida. I think it will be. You guys blazed the trail for Jessica's law down there, and you know, as I said, 44 states now have it. I think Caylee's law is necessary in every state in the union. Once you guys, and the problem is that your legislature doesn't kick in until next January. Is that correct?
That's correct, but we start committee weeks in September this year. We're a little early because of redistricting than our normal session. So there's already been a letter written to the Senate President by Senator Evers to try to bring this up at the earliest committee meeting.
I can't see any Florida. I know Governor Scott will sign it. There's no doubt about that. And I can't see any Florida elected official opposing this law. I can't. I mean, even the kooks, even the far left nuts and the far right nuts, they can't oppose this. It's just simply common sense to protect the children from derelict parents and guardians. Now, I want to make an appeal.
I hope you're right.
Yeah, you're going to sail it. It's going to sail. And once you get it, then the other states will come. But I'm going to make an appeal now to legislators in every state in the union that they should do what Mr. Plakon and Mr. Diaz have done. They should write up Caylee's law in all 50 states, introduce it, email me with your names and what's going on, because I think by next February we could have, you know, I don't know about Vermont, they're nutty in Vermont, but even Vermont would probably do this. But we got to get this, and I applaud you, Mr. Plakon, for taking fast action. We'll get behind this, and let's get it done. Let's get it done by next February. All 50 states have Caylee's law. Thanks very much, sir. We appreciate it. Again, we urge lawmakers in every state to pass Caylee's law. Let us know if you're going to do that. Plenty more ahead as the factor moves along this evening. Charles